So I understand this is a bit irregular to the norm, but let's get one thing straight. This is a love to hate with Family Guy. Family Guy has been one of the longest running adult primetime television shows in, over the last 20 years, and over what I've seen, it took a straight decline when it hit the mid 2000s, when they think the most edgy target sub target subject matter without being subtle or acclaimed as just chauvinistically shoving a message down your throat, or the immense gore to make sure that they're feeling like they are smarter than you, or showing overly abrupted references just to cut off to a scene because they know they lost their humor a long time ago. Yes, Family Guy has declined. It sucks too because because I've watched it for like a majority of my childhood. Whenever it's late night and my parents want me to go to sleep when I was a kid, I watched Family Guys because I liked the scenes with the chicken. I liked the scenes with Stewie acting diabolical, but have that baby feature until they somehow just forcibly made him homosexual for no apparent reason, even though they put him over overly adult subject matter even for an infant. And I was a bit confused. Or like over the runoff gag that Meg is the black sheep of the family into like her getting unnecessarily abused, like Seahorse She Shell Party was one of the most previous episodes to abrupt like everybody in the show being a piece of garbage to Brian being a chauvinistic, terrible sexual assault weirdo furry that goes for anything that has a female sexual organ, or Peter for being the dim-witted, heartful idiot father, but actually has likable tendencies, nice references, always has. Even though he's an idiot, he gets in good with his family and everybody around in the neighborhood, and you get to grow the immense world that is Quahog. That's what I'll at least praise Family Guy for, and it's literally one of the biggest things when it comes to animation that's immensely part of pop culture. You Whenever people reference cartoons, Family Guy is of course in it. It's still on Prime TV networks, especially Adult Swim at some points. I think it's still on Fox. You can still watch it on cable television, free access. It's been going on for over 19 seasons. So they're doing absolutely nothing wrong. But if you guys haven't even noticed, like if you watch like A Million Ways to Die or some garbage, you can see where he wants to do cutoff humor and do skits over for that. And I've heard of something like he really did a literal spin-off series where it's literally just him using his cutoff gags. And literally you see the decline of this humor as soon as we hit like possibly season 8. And I stopped watching when it was like I can say season 11 or season 10. Yeah, I literally stopped watching. And it's sad too, because some of the even later episodes, especially the ones with Brian and Stewie, were actually pretty funny. Except Quagmire's Baby and Doggone and Dial Meg for Murder. Or what I referenced before, Seahorse Seashell Party. Or the ones involving major plot points involving side characters that literally, like, the old dude that sexually assaults children, literally his run-off gag is that he's an old elderly pedophile with a weirdo dog that's also crippled and old. Is literally gets sympathetical points to still stretch out over the story, even though he should literally be punished for doing stuff like this. And he barely gets his comeuppance. Like, we won't get Road to Rupert again. Airport 7. No Chris Left Behind. That was stupid. God almighty, man. I think when we hit season 4, I think we left, like, the authenticity. They, I, they did an Among Us reference, guys. They did an Among Us cutoff gag, like in the more recent seasons. Goldbusters, they do officially, like, yes, they do target subject matter. Like, whenever it comes to Family Guy, they have, like, no filter. I respect that. Out of, like, the censorship culture that we have currently in most, the majority of the United States, uh, Family Guy is at least a major platform where you're gonna see a plethora of gore, major cussing, subject matter on disabilities, LGBTQ, race, pop culture, music, theater, religion, any subject matter. They'll do a way to make fun of it, question it, or at least mock it in the semblance of, making 9/11 jokes, making slow people jokes that they make a lot, pedophile jokes. I think nobody's watching American Dad anyway, and of course Cleveland Brown. That's just subjugated black humor with a lack of black people on it, and it sucks. Like the show sucks, guys. Like I think I remember one time there was a hot tub scene, a hot tub episode, and that was it. But by God, like the immense decline that they'll do obvious episodes just making over like Lois being a bitch. Then they'll have an episode that Peter just looks like the chauvinistic, stupid idiot trope with no semblance of other third dimensional character. These guys like lose their third dimension as a character over what makes their flaws, what makes them likable, and what makes them them. It's so stupid. Like you don't get that like, oh, back in the day, like kind-hearted, idiotic character that can be selfish but can also be a good heart. That's Peter. We don't get that anymore. And yes, there's times where Peter does look like the idiot, but he tries to fix it over. But instead of that, we'll get like dumbass zoom in, talk sentimental for like a minute. I mean, for like 20 seconds, and until, oh, we forgive you, Peter. That is dumb as garbage, bro. Hopefully, like Family Guy does have a renaissance because it's still like important to many people. Like it's memeable. It's still shown over in pop culture. It's Seth MacFarlane's baby. This technically no one cared about their two spin-offs. No one cares about American Dad. No one cares about more majority of their cut-off gags because usually their cut-off gags come well more timed when it comes to watching them in the earlier seasons. When it actually felt overly organic, most of the characters were more fun and explorable, and it felt like a world where you could actually want to be in. Like you ever have those like comedic shows that you watch over on Adult Swim that you actually want to be in, like you want to be in a skit chick of Robot Chicken, or possibly I'm trying to think of something that doesn't feel like you're gonna die in the first day. Oh, the Boondocks. I mean, or The Simpsons. It just we just lost our train of thought because now I'm seeing Terminator references. 2021. Goddamn. Family Guy. It's just really bad. But that's technically all I got. This is my love to hate with Family Guy. I'm going to do more involving any other stuff instead of wrestling. Please comment down below. Love to hear what you guys are going to say over in the comment section. That's it for me. Tell me how you feel about Family Guy.